Hello, and welcome to Finance, Business and Investing. This might be our second video on how to invest in real estate for beginners, but I think it's the second step. If you haven't watched our first video, make sure to watch this one so you can catch up. Now that you've bought your first property and either fixed it up and sold it or decided to rent it out, you're ready to start house hacking. Do you have dreams? You've already taken the first and hardest step. Now, if you really want to get financial independence or financial freedom from real estate investing, the most important thing is that you start to scale, because one property won't usually give you that. You need at least 3 to 5 fully paid off properties so that you don't have to use rent money to pay the mortgage. Now, let's say that your first investment was a duplex. You could buy another duplex because you've done it before and know how to do it. However, if you want to grow, this isn't a step forward because you're staying at the same level. The next step is to buy that quadplex. Rent out to 4 units and make sure the money is coming in now. Worst case, let's say it takes you about a year to make that real estate investment profitable or cash flowing. The next year, you won't buy another quadplex, instead, you'll buy an 8-unit building, and you do this every year. Now, the benefit of moving forward in this way is that every year you can still use what you learned on the previous property, but you also learn something new, so your skill set grows. Your cash flow also grows, and in about 5 years, you should be able to have enough rental income to cover your living costs. Before you know it, you are ready to buy a 64-unit. Now, another way to play is to buy 1 duplex in year 1, then 2 duplexes in year 2, and so on. This is one way to grow, but keep in mind that it doesn't matter if you're buying a duplex, quadplex, 8-unit, or 16-unit building because most of them only have one HVAC system for the whole thing. Grant Cardone says that the number of doors in a house is the most important thing. The number of doors goes up, but it doesn't have to get harder. In fact, it gets easier because you now have enough money to hire someone else to do some of the management work. Of course, you can go out and meet right away by a 16-unit building or larger, but I liken this to my own fitness journey. You don't walk into the weight room as a beginner and start lifting 100k deadlifts, that would be a bad idea. Instead, you start with the machines and work your way up to dumbbells and barbells. This is the same if you have enough money to start with 16 units right away. I tell you to do that because that's an advantage that comes with scale, but most of us don't have the resources to start at that level. Instead, we can start at a lower level and learn our way upwards. This way of investing is also called the stack because you add a big chunk to your portfolio every year or every time. When you make a purchase, it's twice as big as the last one you made. To sum up this video, you can grow your real estate portfolio by starting with your first purchase, which might be a single-family home, a duplex, or a quadplex. You'll learn the most about this in the first year, so you might want to do some light repairs, but nothing major. Just a second, here you're twice as big. Maybe you go from that 1-bedroom apartment to a 2-bedroom apartment. In your tree, you go for the 4-plex, then the 8-plex, and finally the 16-plex in the 5th year. Now, you might say, that's a great strategy, but I don't have the resources to use it. That's the advantage of real estate, guys, and let's say you have the ability to recycle your money. That's what our next video will be about, so be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss it. I can't wait to see you again on Wednesday for our videos about the stock market.